welcome. Today I'm gonna do the reading a little bit differently. You can see me before. You haven't seen my face yet. My name is Cosmos and I'm doing your reading today. Today's reading's topic is a request from my beloved nephew, Under, and the topic is love. Alright, I'm gonna show you which crystals. You have three options, which crystals you can choose from, and we just gonna look generally where you stand in the matters of love. It's not so much about specific relationship, but you can apply to that, so it's up to you how you use that information. So when you're choosing and tuning into that to choose the crystals, just think of your situation. If you want to just know the general information or a specific relationship you're involved with, just focus, adapt the information and make your own, use your own judgment to make the best what you can. I don't know what's gonna come up, so let's go with the flow. Here are the crystals for you to choose from. The number one is Agate. Number two, Carnelian. And number three, Bumblebee Jasper. I'll show you them one more time so you can make your choice for your reading today. That's number one, Agate. Number two, Carnelian. And number three, Bumblebee Jasper. So make your choice and I see you at your reading. Hello, pile number one, or crystal number one. Whoever chose the crystal Agate, this is your reading. And in this reading we're gonna look the general where you stand in matters of heart. You can adapt whichever way you want. If there is a specific relationship you are considering in your head or require the information about, then you have to just adapt. It's up to you to adapt the information what comes up in this reading to your specific situation. You don't have to have a partner or person in interest for this reading. You can just see where you are standing in general. So before I started recording this reading, I did pull a couple of cards. I like to see the main energy of what comes with the crystal, what you chose. So your choice is Agate. And Agate works with the heart chakra and earth element and moon. The planet is, well, not planet, but anyway, works with the moon energy, which is to do with your needs, emotions, and feminine side of you. So I think there is a highlighted need for the feminine aspect of the reading. And the feminine aspect, because I pulled the Sirens and Goddesses and Gods and Titans decks, I pulled feminine and masculine energy, so to see the active and passive energies in regards to this question. So if you're looking, I strongly suggest to actually pay attention to the feminine side of the reading. The passive one, what is underneath all of that, what pushes you to take those actions and needs. So whatever is your need, so your need is, you got the goddess of Lilith, Lilith is all about equality and being treated as equally as possible. There is a question that you have to look in your life, in your love matters, that everything in a relationship that you create that balance, what is needed within yourself and within your relationship. More balance you are within yourself, more balance your relationships you attract into your life. Often the gender roles and all that is very out of balance. So it's here to remind you that we are made the same. We are different, but we have the same needs and wants, in a way, like need for love and acceptance. I think this is, everybody experienced that. We all want to be loved and we all want to be accepted. And I think it's important to treat people equally, to have equal opportunities for love. The Agate works with the Virgo sign, and it's all about everyday routines. So underneath all of it, what needs to be examined is your everyday habits, thought patterns and environment that you involve yourself with. The active masculine energy, what I call is Osiris. Sorry if I'm saying the names wrong, but that's how I would say it. So I show you this one. And it's renewal. So there's some sort of like need to make that renewal, to make changes, to feel rejuvenated, take a rest, what is needed, think about what you want to change and take the action. But before you take the action, I think it's important to contemplate and take a rest and then take the action to how can you create that much needed balance within yourself and within your relationship. Because as soon as you change something within yourself, you change, it will reflect or show up in your relationships. So it's kind of, it's your partners or people who you attract into your life, they mirroring back you. Nothing can exist outside of you. So yeah, so think about that. And it's the overall energy in the love matters is forgiveness. Here, the question is, what you or whom do you have to forgive to move forward and renew your energy and bring that balance when you need? There was a quote for this card and I've written it down, so I'm going to read it. And it said, when you forgive yourself, you and others, you create more room for love and light. Light and love. So I think there's a lot of things what probably, because the previous experiences have been really out of balance, it hasn't been perhaps fair, and it has created a lot of frustration and anger, perhaps. I can feel the anger in a way where you feel that your needs are never met and then you give more than you actually receive. And that's the feeling what I get. That's what I'm channeling with this combination here. But I think it's most of all, it's important to forgive yourself and show self-love and look after yourself for the mistakes or things what you think has been mistakes, and forgive yourself first of all and the others who have done you wrong. This is the point of the start of healing and renewal, and bringing that back to the balance point where you can balance the energies again, the masculine and the feminine, within the relationships, what you attract into your life. So the main question for you is, how do you create that balance for yourself? Now, I'm gonna use, I have no outline for this one, so I'm just gonna use whatever comes and go from there. So I'm using the activation card, what is forgiveness and what else is activated within your heart chakra or in your aura itself. it's awareness that you have to find the balance and bring the equality in your relationship, and that equality or equality is missing in your relationship, and also that there is something that you have to renew the energies. Let me read what it says on here. It's number 11, master number. So if you see number 11s, then definitely it's a gateway for you, the higher self. And as well, in the community, there's a lot of people who are following and believing in the twin flame. But today the reading is not about the twin flame, so it's more about where you are within yourself and what you're attracting into your life. You can adapt that to specific relationship, but then you just kind of like have to make those changes for yourself. So it all depends what you ask when you choose the crystal. So awareness, it says here, the energy of awareness supports our capacity to focus on our attention to all aspects of multidimensional world, so that we create a reality that we truly choose. So there is this geometrical symbol here, the shell shape, which is forever spiral, like spiral life. It's forever moving and creating, and many. If you look at this one, the many different energies coming into one and then spiraling around. So forgiveness and understanding that you need to forgive yourself and others is the starting point, and to bring the balance in your life, and it's just kind of like renewal. It starts from forgiveness for yourself and others, so you can rest and rejuvenate and bring that change what you need. But it all starts understanding and being aware of what's happening. I'm going to take another one for the love energy. Card. And you are limitless. And it says, recognize this truth. You can do anything you choose to do. So it's in your power, and understanding that it's in your power to bring that change forward, bring that balance what you need, forgiveness, forgive yourself, forgive others. I can't stress that enough. So in terms to move forward, you have to let go. You have to forgive, you have to let go. So that's the main thing. I'm going to take the main energy in this as well. Let me see what's the energy. Actually, I'm going to take three cards, but no, one. See, I don't have a plan. Okay, that one fell out. And anxiety. You feel certain anxiety around love matters, and you are aware of it, that you feel very anxious about creating that kind of perfect relationship, whatever is perfect for you, knowing that there is a need for a change. What tries to come through to you, what is the advice from the spirit, is that you are limitless. You can do whatever you want to do, as long as you understand the concept that you have the power. You have the power to change your circumstances by changing yourself. That's what I feel for you. Let's see the tarot. Oops. Okay. The Fool, just want to jump out. The Fool is taking a risk, being yourself. Nine of Swords, which is very similar energy to the anxiety card. It's pretty much the same. So there's a lot of self-blame and anxiety around love matters and feeling guilty for whatever you think that you have done. Perhaps this is where the forgiveness comes in, that you need to let go of this anxiety and blaming yourself. And I can see a lot of sleepless nights or restless nights, thinking about your previous relationship, things what have moved away, haven't worked out, blaming yourself that they haven't worked out. But things did not work out for a purpose. If it's truly yours, it would be yours. And I understand that it is hard to accept and be aware. But sometimes that's the truth is harsh, and that's, you just have to take the hint. And the person who's truly yours would not put you through difficult times, would not ignore you, and would not demand impossible. True love is supportive, loving and caring, and unconditional, and that's the hardest lesson as us as humans to learn, unconditional love. So let's take the last one for you. Exactly. So 5 of Cups, you're focusing on the things what previous times, not all, but previous times where you have gone, what hasn't worked out. You cry over spilled milk. There's a saying for the 5 of Cups, and not able to see the new energies, what's coming forward or what is still standing and what you gain from it. That's the 2 of Cups, the true love, what will come, the true partnership that's meant for you, what wants to come forward. But as long as you focus on that, what has not worked, and feeling anxious and depressed about it and unable to move forward, then this new energy cannot enter your life. So you have to make a room in your heart space as well, clear up everything what does not work, know that you are limitless, you can do whatever you want to do, understand you have got the power to look after your needs. Trust your intuition, go with your intuition, because that's the change your everyday habits, the habits of love and how you show love and how you receive love, and what you accept, what you don't accept. Because sometimes when we settle for breadcrumbs, that's what the universe thinks that they can provide you, breadcrumbs. So don't settle for this. Take a risks, leave everything what does not serve you behind, take a time to rest. There is new energy coming into your love matters, if that's what you're asking for. And I'll take a final, remember, you can do whatever you want to do. You got that power. So let me just take the one more, but stay grounded, the earth element. Let me just, and remember, it's equal give and take, because that's the Lilith's aspect, passive aspect, and it's a equal love, and in love and business, in personal power, and recognizing that you need that balance for many levels of yourself as well. So let's see what is the final message from the spirits to wrap up your reading. Beautiful, beautiful. It's one of my favorite artists from Australia. Tony Carmine Salerno. He has many decks, and I have a lot of them as well. So, but and it says reflection. Give each other some space at the moment. Trust and have faith that all will work out for the best. That's the thing. That's taking a risk, letting go, walking away, releasing the anxiety, releasing the guilt. And it's all in your head though. Follow your heart and you know where it leads. But before you do anything, just do what your heart tells you. Reflect before you do anything. Reflect, focusing. Understand what has happened, but focus that there's something new in the future. So that's your reading today. I see you next time. Hello everyone who chose this second crystal, Carnelian. It's absolutely beautiful piece. The energy, the biggest heart I have today here. If I could actually describe the feeling, how it feels when you hold it, but I can't. It's just so attractive, so powerful, and things hidden inside. So Carnelian is working mainly with sacral chakra and base chakra and active energy Mars. So in your reading, because I chose before doing the rest of the reading, I chose the primary energies for this crystal and to see where its overall energy is for you in a love matters. You can choose if you have a specific relationship in your mind, you can adapt the reading for this. If not, if you don't have a specific person, if you just want to know where you stand in matter, what you're attracting into your life and so forth, then you just take the information as it comes and adapt to your personal situation. You can do it with a specific person, but you also can do it just for yourself, where you stand, what is your active energy, what is it passive, and the general information around the love matters. So back to Carnelian, this beautiful heart here. It works with, as I said, base chakra and sacral. And sacral is all about pleasure and feeling good about things within yourself. Number is 5 and 6, so facing the challenge and bringing that balance what you need. And in this reading, I think the active one, Mars, is more masculine energy, so I think we need to focus on the masculine one more, but also let's not just overlook the passive feminine energy. But I think it's highlighted with the crystal, the masculine, because the more action based, because Mars is all about physical action, what you're going to do, the drive, what drives you. So let's start on that note. Let's start and see what the masculine energy is for you. I chose from the gods and titans and goddesses and sirens decks for this one. I think it's Stacy DeMarco, but I'm not quite sure. I put the list of the cards down below so you can see what I'm used. If you like the cards and you want to get a deck for yourself, feel welcome to check them out. So anyway, so the masculine energy is Jade Emperor and is organization. And this card pretty much talks about to organize your life and declutter and just get things in order. Like, your active energy should be focusing on getting your life together so you can attract into your life love, relationships and matters that are in order. And if you chaotic in your everyday life, then you attract chaos in your relationships too. So organize your life, main thing what comes through. Then the passive one is, I don't know if I say it correctly, but Ixchel. You read it. I don't know how to pronounce that. The beautiful goddess here. I was like eggshell. Excel shell. Anyway, and it says release. So you need to release sort of other things what you not, and you can see the fire and Carnelian element is a fire, so it's a burning renewal by letting go. Let the things burn down, burn the bridges. Sometimes we say, oh no, keep the bridges intact, but sometimes the liberation what comes for just burning the bridges and move on is the best. So this case, I think, organize and declutter everything what does not serve you and does not bring the satisfaction. Let it go, let it burn, release it. It's not yours anyways. And your overall what is regards to the romantic or love energy in your life is in regards to intimacy. I feel when I first saw those cards together, there's actually a message. I wrote that down actually. Let me see that. So it pretty much says that true intimacy occurs when you open up yourself and allow other people see you who you truly are. Often we don't let other people to see who we are because we're afraid that they might not like us the way we are, that they might reject us and deny us the love what we're seeking and acceptance what we're seeking. But true intimacy with a person who you can call your own will accept you the way you are. I know, it's yeah, but that's what you're looking for, really, like a person to accept you the way you are. Intimacy, that you can open your heart, your soul, and show that person how you really truly are. Easier said than done, because we all are. But I think in that organization and release, it's like releasing those boundaries and allowing yourself to come to the surface and it's like, this is who I am, this is what I can offer you, and this is how I feel, and physically actually showing that. Let's see the other cards. I'm checking the main energy what is activated right now within your surroundings in your life. In regards to love matters. The love activation cards. Let's see. Crown chakra. So from more personal lower chakra, as it is the sacral and the root chakra, where you need to be grounded, but you also need to be connected with the higher realm and your spiritual self to understand what is it that you're seeking, what feeds your soul. And crown chakra, it helps you to connect with people who are actually connecting you to the higher level and feed your being, your soul. And the frequency of the crown chakra, the violet flower of life, supports our spiritual connection to the universe and our ability to transmute negative energy into light. So whatever you need to release and change and transmute into positive, it can be like building that intimacy within your relationship, opening up to your people, because I think this is the biggest fear what you got, is to actually opening up and say how you truly feel. Physically showing that to other people. That I get the strong sense that possibly trying to hide And because you're hiding, you also don't attract people who hide as well. So you hide, both of you. So you can't come together and be your true self and truly create that intimacy, what you're seeking for. I feel that there's a lot of sensuality and desire within yourself to have that ultimate intimacy where you just lose yourself, but then yet again the control and fear to not to let go holds you back big time. So anyway, that's the crown chakra. Try to, however means, to connect with your higher self, like through meditation or through whatever the instinct what you got, to actually bring the inspiration from higher to lower, and work on that ability to trust and open up your heart space, and allow people to come in. So let's see what the whispers of love have. Oh, they're falling around. But let's see what you have. Interesting. You got, you are limitless. Funny thought. The first group had the same card, that's why I'm laughing. If you want to check out what the first group have, perhaps you find something in that as well, but it's entirely up to you. So you are limitless. Recognize the truth. You can do anything you choose to do. So there is no boundaries, what you can, it's just kind of a blank canvas, like what kind of relationship you would like to have, what kind of person you want to attract into your life. But in order to attract that person into your life, you need to tune yourself into that frequency of the vibration too, if that makes sense. Hopefully I do. Because nothing can exist, based on astrology, nothing can exist outside of ourselves. The situation, we attract them in order to learn something about ourselves. All relationship in our existence is to highlight something about ourselves and something to learn about ourselves and how we feel and how we are and so forth. So you are limitless. You have many colors. You have like the best thing way I can put it, like imagine the plain canvas and you have the full palette of colors. What is it that you want to paint? What is your idea and how you can execute it, and put the colors, but it needs to come from within yourself, within your soul, deep side your soul. But the only way you can channel that is through your crown chakra, and then just make it like in the physical reality through that channeling, like what brings you pleasure pretty much, and the sweet intimacy. Anyway, let me see the energy card to top that up. I wonder. Happy family. So this card reminds me a lot of Ten of Cups energy. You're looking for that perfect intimacy, family, belonging, sense of belonging. But in terms of achieving that, you need to let go of beliefs, what you have within yourself that you cannot have it. So you need to really do the deep clean, spring clean, and find out what is actually standing on your way within yourself to achieving that, to making those steps to find that true, happy, ever after ending kind of thing. But it's never ending, so it's continuous, it's continuum. But that rainbow, the pot of gold, and people feeling togetherness and belonging the people you can say that truly are your family. So, but therefore the options are limitless, but you are limiting yourself with your limiting beliefs. So you need to go and find out where it is and what it is that blocking you to find that true intimacy with somebody else or others. Maybe one or more person. It's not said that it's only one person. It could be two, could be three. Whatever is your imagination, whatever brings you that unity, whatever brings you that sense of like fulfillment, like emotional happiness, whatever that may be, as long as it doesn't hurt anyone, it's okay. All right, so let's check your tarot. Okay. The first card, what kind of jumped out, is Six of Coins. So it talks about being equally give and take. Whatever you put out, you will receive and get back. Keep that in mind. Page of Coins. There's new beginnings within yourself and changes in your physical reality, that there is a new ideas, new little steps what you have taken in order to release and organize your life. So it's a lot to do with the physical level, things, little changes what you have done so far to get to that other end, or towards the big picture, the ideal, your goal in terms of relationships. Three of Swords. So there's a lot of like heartache and afflicting feelings in your mind, because swords are mind, so there might be more than one people. I don't know, I mentioned that before, and you have to choose between, but perhaps you don't have to make a choice. Maybe you can have both. That's all about like negotiating and finding that balance, what works for you, because it's not always that one person is making you happy. Maybe it's multiple people who make you happy, but it's about finding that agreement and making that equal exchange amongst everybody. Also the things what have hurt you in the past, heartbreak or heartache, worry. I think there's a lot of worry that you worry about opening up and being really truly intimate with somebody. It is difficult, but then again, like taking that risk and only truly when you're opening up and releasing the fear, you can experience that happiness, what you're seeking for. And let me just see the final message. Also, the Three of Swords can indicate that there is a relationship where you are in three-party relationship, that you know the person you care for has somebody else or are committed to somebody else, but you feel that connection and you trying to let them go. If you can see that the three-party, the person who has another one, maybe you have another one and you have another one, like a new person as well. So see what you need to let go in order to actually fulfill the need for the happiness and your end picture. Sometimes, even though you have given your word, things we change every day, we grow and we outgrow things. You need to be completely honest with yourself if that relationship works for you, what you're committed to, and just release if it doesn't, and keep going and working and opening up, bringing that intimacy if it does. So use your judgment for that. And if it's 2 people you feel and you're kind of aware of it, you can also have, how you call that, throuple. You can have 3 people in a relationship and happily in the relationship. There's many forms of intimacy, many forms of being in happy relationships. You just have to figure out what it is that suits you. Okay, so, and don't feel that if you're a little bit different than anybody else, you know, and only you know what suits you. Nobody else can tell you what to do in your life. The choice is yours. Make the best choice what you can, but you, in your heart, you're the only one who can actually judge what's happening. You're the one who's feeling it. Okay, so the final message for you. Thank you, Spirit. Anyway, so this is your card, and it says, I'm going to read it to you. It says, look inside of yourself, examine what is causing you to feel this way. And I feel that is this being torn between 2 people, or feeling an heartache, and denying yourself that happiness, I feel, and whatever that is, the true intimacy, holding yourself back. You just release, let it go, open up. That's my feeling. Hopefully you get some information to help you with your situation, and yeah, best of luck to figuring it out, and I see you next time. Bye for now. Hello everyone who chose the 3rd crystal, Bumblebee Jasper. This is your reading. Welcome. Bumblebee Jasper. Bumblebee Jasper is working mainly with solar plexus, which is your center of willpower and personal strength. And it's like the tribe, what drives you pretty much. The sign is Leo, so it's all about being yourself, being strong and confident within yourself and your persona. It also works with sacral chakra, which is more to do with sensual self, and because we're doing the love relationship kind of energy check-in reading, then I think the 2 things is like personal power and feeling empowered within your relationships, and as well feeling sensual and enjoying your body, soul and mental self as well. The number is number 1, being one with what you do with the other person you are, and it's number 1 is not being selfish, but it is you. The main focus should be where you're at, not the other person, but where you at and what are you doing in that sense. So I pulled the cards before I started to record. When I chose the crystals, I meditated, pulled the cards, and I did the Sirens and Goddesses deck, Gods and Titans, to see the active and passive energy, like feminine and masculine energy. But this reading, you can choose whichever you, if you want to see specific relationship, that could work. You just have to transform the relationship, the information what comes. Sorry, the cats, they're distracting me. And then if it's just yourself, then where you are and what you're attracting around your life. So everything what is within, nothing can exist outside of yourself. So the only way to change your circumstances is starting to change within yourself. So that said, let's check the energy, and the feminine energy is not quite sure how to say it, but eggshell. I show you. You decide how this is said. This goddess here. Excel, and it says release. The fire element, releasing, changing. It's kind of like understanding what's no longer working for you and releasing and letting it burn. Like you can also maybe watch the middle reading because that has the same passive energy, connecting one, if you wish. There might be some message for you. To be honest, that actually the whole reading, you can watch the whole reading because there is a binding element. So I guess as a collective, we're going through the same energy. So this one is release whatever is not serving you. Purification, because fire purifies, transforms. Let's go. So it's kind of phoenix, like burn from the ashes. And sometimes you have to let yourself burn down to rise again. The masculine energies are Putch, and it says fear. It's interesting because he's holding the stuff with the skulls here, and it's quite standing on these big statues. It's pretty demonic looking god or titan. I think it's a god, like human kind of underworld a little bit. It reminds me of the Lord of the Rings column, my precious. So I think it's release the fear of love, release the fear of intimacy, release the fear of letting somebody else in, or in fact, or being on your own. Because now remember, the bumblebee is number 1, so it's being on your own. If you no longer fear to be by yourself and on your own, then you do not have to cling into the relationship that actually do not work for you. And worthiness. You are worth so much more, like a reflection, because she's looking into the lake and seeing that you are created to experience the most amazing relationships and life that you can possibly create. Whatever is not serving your well-being, it needs to be released. That includes not very healthy relationships. It's not for all, but maybe for some, that you're holding on to the patterns that are unhealthy, that and you're afraid to either let go of people and being on your own, or afraid to let people in. We'll see what the other cards will come out, so maybe it will clarify which way it is. But I think there is like a 2 group of people who chose the bumblebee. One is the people who hold on to the relationship that cannot possibly give that value and feeling the worthiness, or also like the other groupies who cannot they don't feel worthy to have love in their life, so they're choosing less satisfying situation or attracting less satisfying situation in their life. Let's see what is the activation. Friendship. The energy here is a friendship. Choose the kindness friendship, and the 22 is master number, so it's a balanced one. So friendship is the best base for very good and strong relationship, because marry your best friend, pretty much the saying comes to my head. It's often in the dating scenarios, I see the scenarios in here, and even myself, I've done that. That way you're like, don't show who you really are, and afraid to show who you really are, because you're fearful that if you actually show your uniqueness, craziness, and who you are, that you think that you're gonna lose that person because they think that you're crazy. For example, for myself, my love for crystals or all these mystical things can be seen as I remember one person told me like that is like a mumbo jumbo bullshit, but hey, I still love it. And for a very long time I felt that, oh, maybe I'm not worthy the love, and because I'm different, and I felt really bad about myself and how things so you accepted like the breadcrumbs, and because you was holding yourself back because you're so afraid to make the wrong move. But what I learned from this is that no matter what you do, if you're not true to yourself, the connection does not hold either, because it's not the right person. So friendship, building a friendship and falling. Friendship, building the friendship and feeling that you can say and be who you are truly. That's a true friendship. You can be truthful yourself, and connections where you feel care and that you're valued is the most important. Often when we find ourselves that we like somebody so much, then we just kind of like dim our light a little bit, and just like try to pretend that we are perfect to be worthy, and trying to shape that what we think that person would like, or the society. There's a lot of traps, like false beliefs. What I feel, false beliefs, fears needs to be released, and feel that you are worthy for love. However it comes to you, because if you believe that you're worthy of love, you will attract that kind of relationships into your life. Be yourself. That's the main thing. Be yourself, and as long as you mean no harm to anyone, it's all good. We're all a little bit quirky and different, but that's the flavor. That's who makes us the way we are, through our own little things. Otherwise it would be so super boring. So be yourself, and you will find a person who truly is yours, and your life will be way more, it's more flavorsome. Support it, you can grow. Yeah. So let's see what else. Choose love. This artwork is absolutely amazing. Choose love. And it says, you always have choice as to what you should do. Choose love. Choose the thought pattern. Belief that you're worthy of love. Don't be afraid that maybe you don't find the love, or you're not lovable, whatever bullshit, you're not enough. Work on those fears, release those fears, what hold you back. And you can do help you, let your friends help you as well, but also through being friendly and friendly to yourself and towards others, you are closer to entering and finding a person who truly can support you, understand you. But the true love can only happen if you're truthful to who you are and understanding that you are enough indeed. Now let's see the energy one. Choices, adjacent possibilities. There's so many ways you can go about this situation, and also how many situation, whatever door you choose, there is like options which way, and experience what waits for you between the doors. There are some doors which is wide open, you can walk through it. There's some doors that are closed, you may have to knock on it, they might open. There's doors that may require like a key, and some doors that don't open at all. So the doors what don't open at all, just accept and know that they're not for you, for not at this time at least. Maybe later on those situations and people will return if it's the right time. And sometimes the things are closed and open for you, closed for you, because there's something what you need to learn about your own worthiness. And friends also open the new door and ways through their own experiences to understand that what is important is to choose love, to love yourself and love another. So if you start, everything starts with yourself. So if you love yourself, you can understand and love somebody else as well. If you don't love yourself, you can't. How the hell do you love somebody else? Let's see the tarot. Knight of Coins. So this situation, Knight of Coins normally says that there is an energy, it's moving forwards, information, but it's super slow progress. But don't give up, things are moving even if you don't see the result, and dealing with the fears is not that as easy as I may, like, you know, something like, yeah, you know, look at the, nah. Normally you can be paralyzed and oh my god, but make your fear your friend, and understand your fear, where is it coming from and what's the source. And when you identify the source, then you can eliminate it and take the power away, shine a light on it. So let's see what else is there. The Empress, fertility. Things are fertile, things are moving forward, things are in your favor, but it is about releasing, because Empress is feminine energy, and in the feminine energy it's all about release. So that's what. So that's like release all the patterns and choose love, and release the situation what is not so much falling the love. Page of Wands. So it's a new sensation, a new feeling, new action, new options on your way to. You will find new things to work with. There's a lot of new energies around you, the new doors opening for you, but you need to make those choices. As soon as you release something new will work in. When you close one door, then the new door opens, and possibly you also have multiple windows before you open that door to see where it takes you. There's other people, friends, showing up and supporting and being patiently supporting you to find that what you're seeking for, and perhaps also the friends become your more than friends in some cases perhaps. So let me see, take the final card for you. Oh, it just fell out. And this picture here. And the message says, imagine all unwanted thoughts dissolving into the light, creating room for new opportunities and possibilities for your life. So exactly releasing old what no longer serves, to open up all this hallway of different options and doorways for you by self-reflection and understanding that you are deserve love, and even if it's a slow process, know that it's worth to invest into it, and choose always do things from your heart. Choose love and power of love, and release everything else. Fear, and sometimes feeling fear, don't run away when you feel fearful. Just look at the fear in the eye and say, why am I feeling that fear? Find the source, why you're afraid that you do not deserve love. Find the belief, what supports that, eliminate that and move forward. Ask friends for help. Be friendly with your fears. There's many new energies coming to your way. Yeah, focus on yourself. That's it. That's what I have for you today, and hopefully see you next time. Bye for now. Bye.